wanted to do another video blog for you this month, and as I have been working all year 2012 on the theme of awareness, I wanted to show you a little bit about how I gain awareness in my life in hopes that this might be something you want to try out in your own. So one of the things I have found that has been key to me getting awareness in my life, to being more mindful of my life and what's in my life and just of my life, is meditation. And a lot of people talk nowadays about meditating, and meditation is very in vogue at the moment, it seems like. I started meditating in April of 2011. So about 20 months, and I've been a daily meditator now for that period of time. And I started out very simply with just 5 or 10 minutes a day, and now I am anywhere from 15 to 40 minutes a day, depending on how the day is going and what's happening in my life. So I wanted to share with you a little bit about how to get started meditating by just giving you some basic postures you might want to try. Talk a little bit about breath meditation, what it is and how to do it. That's the type of meditation I do. There are many different forms and varieties of meditation out there, and there's no way to do meditation wrong. That's the beautiful part of it. There's no one good way or bad way, one right way or wrong way. So you can't lose when you're meditating. And then I thought I would also talk a little bit about what to expect when you're meditating, because I think as beginners, a lot of us feel like, oh, this isn't working, or why is this not happening for me anymore the way it used to? Or why am I hating sitting the cushion now when I used to really look forward to sitting the cushion? All kinds of things. So I thought I'd go through some things about what to expect and what not to expect when you're meditating. And then at the end of this short clip, I'll give you a way you can contact and join a virtual Sangha, which is a community of meditators, a meditation hall without walls, if you will. So let's start with the basics of why meditate. The primary reason a lot of people are drawn to meditation is because they think it's a form of relaxation. And I would actually argue that that's quite contrary to what meditation is about. Meditation is actually a very dynamic and active activity. And part of that is because what you're doing is training your mind to focus and concentrate when you're meditating. You are learning how to clear it of all the debris, the monkey mind that is the human mind, that is the way the human mind is designed to function. And you're learning how to shut it down and to focus and concentrate on one singular object. And in my version of meditation, and in a lot of people's version of meditation, that one single object is the breath. So let's just show you for here a quick moment a couple of different ways you can sit. Okay, let's talk about basic sitting and posture when you're doing meditation. Now, a lot of people think that you have to sit cross-legged or, maybe in traditional yogic style with your palms up and oming the whole time. And no, that's not it at all. Actually, you can do it at home on a chair if you want. So let me show you how that one works. So basically, I've set a chair here, and you'll notice behind me there's a meditation ball or cushion. And you don't have to have this cushion. The main thing when you're meditating in a chair is that you want to shift your hips full on to the edge of the chair, knees pointing downward. Your hands can rest lightly on your knees. Some people like to fold them together in their lap. Others like to cross their hands like this and put them in their lap. But the main thing is that you want to keep the spine straight but relaxed, chin sort of tilted down slightly. I like to meditate with my eyes closed. Some people like to meditate with their eyes wide open. Other people like to meditate with their eyes partly closed. You'll find your own rhythm as you get into this more. But so the main point, though, is when you're meditating in a chair is forward with the tush to the edge of the chair, knees down so that your spine is forced to stay straight but relaxed, shoulders rolled back onto your back in a relaxed position, arms resting somewhere lower extremity here. That's the sitting way on a chair to meditate. Now, for those of you who are interested in doing a more traditional form of meditation on a meditation cushion or a meditation bench, I highly recommend you pick up one of these puppies, a meditation ball. You can get these on Amazon for about anywhere from $35 to $50, or you can go to your local spiritual bookstore, gift store. They probably would have something like this. And I think you might even be able to pick these up nowadays at a sporting goods store, given that yoga and meditation are becoming so popular. And that's another point. Yoga and meditation, very different. meditation is a precursor to doing yoga, but that's a whole nother topic. But anyway, meditation ball. You can get one of these, and here's how you use it. So we're going to push our chair aside, and I like to meditate with my knees forward. So I put the ball down on it. Usually I have a blanket laying down, and I typically do my meditation at home. Let me back up here so you can see a little bit better. There you go. You can see how the meditation ball is here, right between my legs, just like this. So you're just going to sit it down, and then you just sort of put both knees over it towards the front and sit back on it. My knees are forward, my feet, tops of my feet flat against the floor, heels up facing the ceiling. Again, you're going to roll your shoulders back, let them relax. I usually like to put my head down a little bit. That's really the proper, well, there's a proper way to do it, but that's the way most do it. Because you want to make sure your spine is aligned straightly so that you can make sure that the breath has a clear flow in and out. Now, I have a place in my home, I started to say a moment ago, where I do most of my meditation. I actually created a space within my house called my meditation room, where I've created an area that no one else is really allowed or invited to go into except me, and I only use it when I meditate. So it really is truly a sacred space, and I encourage you to find that room in your home, or even just a corner of a room in your home where you can create a little altar. Maybe you have some nice smelling essential oils, a candle. I have a couple of Buddhist statues, a bell chime, that kind of a thing. And I really, really enjoy meditating in that space. I've made it very comfortable that way. So once you're here, coming back to how do you do this now, once you're in this spot, what you're going to want to do is just take a few deep, deep belly breaths. You're going to be breathing in and out of your nose, not in your nose and out your mouth, contrary to what you might have been told. And if you're having trouble with this, literally put your hands on your lower abdomen, and as you breathe in, you're going to want to create a breath that makes your abdomen expand outward. So you're going to sort of almost bypass your chest with your breath and go straight into the deep pit of your belly. And just breathe that in, feeling your belly expand and open up with air. And then feel your belly retract inward. And you can start meditation just by practicing that breath in and out. In and out. Now, I recommend setting a timer when you begin, and even after you've been doing it a while, because you're going to want to not have to worry about constantly looking at the clock to see how long it's been. When I first started meditating, I actually thought that I could tell how long I'd been doing it by which parts of my body got numb. And you'll see what I mean if you start doing it on a regular basis. After a while, you'll be like, oh, my leg is numb. It must be about 12 minutes in, because that's when my leg always goes numb. Because I used to always be looking at the clock. And then one day I realized that's stupid. I need to just get a timer. So you actually can download apps to your phone. The iPhone, Android has apps, iPad, or your any other tablet. I'm sure you can find an app. One of my favorites is Zazen, Z-A-Z-E-N. And they have timers and chimes and bells and that you can use, and it's made exclusively for this idea of keeping track of your meditation minutes. So that's a great one. And there are others out there too. You can certainly dabble and try. But so once you find yourself in this position, and also too, another position a lot of people like on the cushion is this one, where you're just knees down, in a nice cross-legged position. Roll your shoulders onto your back. And again, chin tilted toward the front and down a little. I again like my eyes closed. And you'll just breathe in, feeling the breath on your lower abdomen. Now, what you might notice is that when you first sit to meditate, it's going to take some time before you can shut down that monkey mind, that human mind, because typically most of us are going Mach 10 with our hair on fire all day, and we don't have time to really shut our brains down, and we don't know how to do that. Well, meditation that's what meditation is all about, is shutting that monkey mind down. So expect that when you first sit the cushion in any session that you start with meditation, your brain's going to be going all over the place for a while. That's normal. That's normal. Just go to the breath and focus on the breath. Breathing in and breathing out, all through the nose. Now, some people like to try, especially in the beginning, to quiet their mind, they like to try counting. So that would look like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. So in 1, 2, 3, 4, out 1, 2, 3, 4. In 1, 2, 3, 4, out 2, 3, 4. And some people prefer that counting, and they just keep that rhythm of the count up until they find they've settled into their meditation. Others like to just say the words quietly inside their head, in as they inhale, and out as they exhale. And they'll just do that over and over again. Now again, to start with your meditation, you might want to just do a quick 5 minutes, 10 minutes, but the point is you do it every day to create the habit or the discipline of meditating every day. That's where you're going to get the maximum benefit, is from daily meditation. And research coming in out of places like the University of Wisconsin suggests that we actually need to be meditating about 15 minutes a day to get the the minimum impact, a positive benefit of the meditation. And some of the positive benefits include everything from lowered anxiety levels, insomnia completely eradicated in people with something like 98% of people with insomnia after they become regular meditators for a period of time. Gone is the insomnia. I can attest to it myself. Awesome. It also can help all different sorts of body processes. It stimulates your various, in Ayurvedic medicine, various centers in the body to really let the energy flow through all the way out the head, back down through the tail, and really keep your energies aligned. So there's a lot of different benefits. Both Eastern and Western medicine now attributes a lot of different benefits to meditation, and you can certainly read more about that, and I'm happy to provide more resources to you that you can go to as well. All right, what to expect when you're meditating? 3 things I just want to make sure that you understand as you start meditating. Number 1, you're not going to get any grand visions when you're meditating. You're not going to start, levitating. You're not going to get like a spiritual vibration come at you or anything like that. You're just sitting and breathing. And the thing is, though, that simple act in and of itself has proven for thousands and thousands of years to be quite profound. And somewhere in Western society, we lost that practice of just sitting and being quiet and breathing because we're such doers that we've forgotten how to be human beings because we're so busy being human doings or human doers. But breathing and breath meditation has a lot of amazing benefits for us. So number 1, just know you're not going to get any grand vision. It is an iterative process that takes time to reap the benefits from, much like exercise. It's just a discipline that you have to continue over time in order to really start to feel like, yeah, I'm getting fit, I'm getting into this. The second thing is that, remember, when you do sit, you are going to have monkey mind. It's going to be like, so don't worry about it. Just let it be there. And focus on the breath. And the minute your thought starts to stray and you realize, oops, I'm not focusing on my breath anymore, gently, without getting angry with yourself, focus your attention back on your breath. This is not about being angry at yourself. This is not about judging yourself. This is just about learning how to always bring it back. I literally, when I have thoughts come up, which happens probably 1,000 times every time I meditate, literally, when a thought pops up, which is the brain's job to do, to think, I literally imagine it almost like a cartoonic kind of cloud above my head with a thought in it, and I just watch it pop, and then I return to my breath. That's been a good method for me. Lots of people have different ways that they get more into the meditation. And if you join a Sangha, which is a meditation community, you'll get the support you need in order to really get your practice off the ground and get going. And I've got information about the Sangha I belong to, which is free. Most of them are free because that's part of the tradition of Buddhist meditation, is to, no one pays to become part of a Sangha. It just is, and we all support each other in that way. So that's what I would like to leave you with.